Sub-Saharan Africa needs to double annual job creation to 20 million per year for the next 2 decades if it is to absorb its growing workforce, says the International Monetary Fund. With the youngest population in the world, Uganda is one of the countries most at risk from crime and instability from the unemployment of its youth. Halima Thumani has more from Kampala.
Ugandan youth in Katwe, a slum in the capital, Kampala, are lucky to find manual labor at factories like this one producing metal. Uganda has the world's youngest population. 75% of the country's 43 million people are under the age of 30. But the number of unemployed is growing. Out of school and struggling to find work, Umaru Migade resorted to street crime to earn a living.
He was alone around 9 p.m. I got a hold of him and squeezed his throat till I heard it crack. He fell. I don't know if he died because I was too busy searching his pockets. I didn't know he was also looking for something to eat. After looking through his pockets, I discovered he too didn't have a single coin.
Youth unemployment, crime and instability are linked together, says analysts, and form a growing concern across Africa. The International Monetary Fund says Sub-Saharan Africa is not creating enough jobs to absorb those entering the workforce.
To be able to provide employment for the growing population in the region, we are going to need to create 20 million jobs per year. And the problem with that is that in the last 5 years, the average job creation has been 10 million. So that means that we need to think a bit differently.
The IMF says private investment in Sub-Saharan Africa has grown from $4 billion in the last decade to $60 billion in 2017 alone. But many African countries like Uganda are racking up debt to grow their economies, while most investments are focused on infrastructure.
Unfortunately, it's not translating into jobs in the economy. And then those projects are necessary, but let's structure them in such a way that there's a very heavy local Ugandan content, because that has been done elsewhere and it can actually translate into jobs that are very highly desired in our economy.
Meanwhile, former street criminal Umaru Migade is taking a more hands-on approach, helping Uganda's unemployed youth find healthier outlets for their frustrations. Halima Thumani for VOA News, Kampala.